The call that we got was there was a drone over the police station.
If I had a store downtown right now and I called 911 for a robbery, I would be lucky if I got 4 cops within 8 hours of that call. You're telling me 4 police officers came out for a non-crime, unless you can articulate that there's a crime. Do you believe that I've committed any type of regulatory or criminal offense?
Well, at this moment, I do not have any reason to believe it. Is there a reason why you were flying the drone over?
I just wanted to take some pictures and videos.
Okay.
For news gathering purposes.
Return to home.
Hello, Sabrina.
May I ask who I'm speaking with?
Yeah, it's Constable Zarconi with the Niagara Regional Police. My
How can I help you?
9845. So I'm just came over here because there's a drone flying over the police station, and I know that it's been something that's been done in the past by you. So I just wanted to speak to you and inquire. Can
you back up from my door? I need to exit my vehicle.
Sure, by all means.
You're probably going to want to step back because my drone is going to land basically where you're standing.
Right here?
Yeah, like literally.
It has like automatic retrieval. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, it's right there right now.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's GPS locked, so it knows where home is. This is my home right now, like for the where I launched. So you were saying?
Yeah. So there was a drone flying over the police station.
Really? 5 cops? 4 cops?
That's just the call that we got.
So what?
So
what?
Like
I can't recognize you.
Sorry, I deal with the MTO with the other.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're
Hunter.
Hunter, yes, Constable Hunter. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm a little concerned that we have 4 constables.
I mean, I can assure you, we are not.
No, I appreciate that.
And we're not here to try and scare you or anything like
Well, I
that.
mean, now there's literally 5. I realize Hunter's on his way out. You too, Constable. Thank you.
So we
What?
just again the call that we got was
Still.
there was a drone over the police station.
If I had a store downtown right now and I called 911 for a robbery, I would be lucky if I got 4 cops within 8 hours of that call. You're telling me 4 police officers came out for a non-crime, unless you can articulate that there's a crime.
We respond to calls for service, and
I understand. Who was the call?
Depending on
Who was the call? Was it a private person or was it?
I'm not
I
looking at my
suspect it was
computer.
probably one of your inspectors or a detective.
I can't. I don't know that off the top of my head. So I can't.
Well, you guys have you look at the stat. You can see who reported.
Well, I
You can see
don't.
who the RP
I'm
is.
here talking to
Okay.
you. I can't. I don't know.
He's in his car. So, he's leaving now too. But we'll get the RP later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're free to go through the Freedom of Information Office and request to get a copy of the report.
I
By
have
all
several
means.
FOIs right now with you guys.
Okay, so you're familiar with the process
But
of how to get that information.
Constable Zarconi, am I pronouncing that correct?
Yeah.
Constable Zarconi, why did you come out? Why did 3, 4, 5 people come out?
Well, okay, so as I explained at the beginning, the reason why I came and spoke to you is because we've had a report of the drone flying over the station, correct? Right?
Now and previously?
Right now. We just had it. And there were previous incidences
Yeah.
where, I don't know if it's multiple, the only one that I'm aware of is there was one.
I think I've probably flown here 3 times
Okay,
now.
so then incidences where one of which I have knowledge of that it was you.
Yeah.
So when I drove,
one time I was literally right on your lawn there.
yeah. So I'm just trying to explain to you what
I understand.
The reason
I
why,
apologize
right?
for
That's
interrupting.
okay. I mean, it's fine. That's the way conversation happens. It's fluid. But so the reason why I stopped to ask you is because I knew that you had done it in the past. Likelihood is you're by the station. It's probably you as well, which my suspicion was correct. Okay. And then what was your other question? So
I'm
you
just
asked
wondering.
why I was here. And
Yeah,
there
like
was a second one, right?
like let's say I called you guys and I said, "There's someone walking down the street right now with a pink shirt."
Yeah.
Would 4 constables come out for that call?
Well,
It's the same. It's a perfectly good analogy.
Well, we don't. There's. So here's the thing.
If I was a detective
I'm trying to explain-
sergeant,
well-
if I was a detective sergeant and I called in a pink shirt, 4 cops would come up.
Here's the thing, okay? Depending on call volume, officers' locations, if somebody's tied up in cells or at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That varies. There's so many different situations and factors that play into officer responses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, if you called right now, you're obviously not getting us to because we're here. But the other 3 officers that just left, unless they are getting another call right now, then they would be
There's
free and
always
available to
stuff
respond.
for you guys to do, right? I get your stacks are these days pretty slammed, but again, let's say you have nothing in the stack, right? And I called reporting a guy walking down the street with a pink shirt. I don't like pink shirts. Am I going to get 4 constables to show up on a day where there's nothing in the stack?
I can't answer that question. I'm not the one who dispatches calls.
I understand that.
So I go
We'll
where
move
we're
past
told,
that.
right?
All right, yeah, I
Like,
get that. Okay, so your dispatcher, whoever told you to come out, that's fine.
These are all hypothetical.
I know.
Again,
So that's
the scenario you're
we'll move-
playing is very hypothetical.
We'll move past that. So do you believe that I've committed any type of regulatory or criminal offense?
Well, at this moment, I do not have any reason to believe it.
Okay,
However,
that's fair.
I could be lacking the knowledge,
That's also
which I need
fair.
to look into.
Okay.
Right? So
How can I help you with that?
So is there a reason why you were flying the drone over?
I
the
just wanted to
station?
take some pictures and videos
Okay.
for news gathering purposes.
All right. Well,
But
I
even
mean,
if it was for non-news gathering purposes, I mean, it's still
Yeah.
legal. But let's just go with news gathering purposes. For
I mean,
today's-
now again, because I don't have the specific knowledge at this time
Mm-hmm.
in relation to if there was a criminal offense committed
Fair enough.
regarding this. Just so that you're aware, for full transparency, if it turns out that there was in the future, that could lead to potential criminal charges.
Thank
If
you.
there was, I'm not
I-
saying
I
that there is
understand.
because
I
I
know
don't
what
know
you're
at this
saying.
moment. Okay.
I know what you're saying.
But just so that you're aware, and I'm not trying to trick you in any way, shape, or form. I just want you to be aware that that's a possibility.
Okay, so let's.
If it was.
So this is an education. This is a learning opportunity for all of us. In the entirety of the Niagara region, there are 2 Class F airspaces. One that is immediately around Niagara Falls, the Horseshoe Falls, and one that is in Port Colborne, Fort Erie area.
Okay.
And that's like some sort of skydiving thing from what I've been told. Not even the district airport in Niagara-on-the-Lake is Class F. That is a controlled airspace for sure. And we are on the edge of that controlled airspace. So long as this particular drone, which is what's called an mRPAS, micro remotely piloted aircraft system, as long as this mRPAS or micro drone stays under 60 meters in elevation, I'm allowed to fly in this location at this time without any license or what's actually called a pilot certificate and without registration of this drone.
And again, without looking
I know
into
you don't
it,
have to believe me. You don't. I know
Yeah, I
you
can't
don't have to
dispute
take,
it
I know.
at this very moment because
Yeah.
I have to look into it.
Okay. So is there anything else I can help you with then?
No, again, at this moment, that's the reason why I came to stop to see what's going on.
So how did you
As
know it was me before it was me? Because you came up and you already knew my name. Like I knew you ran me through David, right?
I've had I'm aware of you.
Oh,
You're
so
in-
many constables in this region are.
Yeah. I know you're active.
I have an ongoing lawsuit
yeah,
with
so,
the Niagara Regional
I mean-
Police.
I mean,
All of
it's-
this seems to be retaliatory. I already know Niagara Regional Police is spearheading a Transport Canada investigation with me. They're providing CCTV. I suspect that
I can't.
your report, when you do up your field notes for this encounter, that'll go up through some sort of fusion center and that'll be sent off to Transport Canada. Again, feel free to not take my word for it in terms of how I operate my RPAS, but
I mean, it's
what I am confident in is in my understanding of the Aeronautics Act
Yeah.
and its sub-regulation, the Canadian Aviation Regulations, particularly Title or Section 9. Title 9, Section 900.01. So I clearly know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. I've been operating my drone. I do have a pilot certificate, though I don't need one. This is registered, though it's not necessary. So I got all my T's crossed and I's dotted.
all right. Well, I mean, what's your plan for the rest of the day?
I was gonna swap out a battery. Actually, I got some pretty good pictures pretty quickly. I was gonna go through another battery, see if I need to, but I'm not 100% sure. May do another drone op You guys are switching out shifts soon, so that's probably why you're trying to scare me off, because you don't want me to see who gets in what vehicles. I actually don't care who gets in what vehicles, but this is all an intimidation factor.
I've been fully transparent with you.
I'm not accusing you. I'm
yeah,
accusing of your employer of
again,
this.
Well, I don't know what your personal history is with anyone else.
I just pick up a standard or Google my name.
Okay.
Pretty fairly well documented my interactions with Constable Del Duca.
Well, my intention here is not to try to intimidate you.
And you're not. You're not. I think
so.
The Niagara Regional Police's intention was by sending out 4 or 5. There's one sitting over there that's not doing anything. We have 2 constables. I'm sure right now, literally, someone's home is getting broken into. I'm sure that there's a disorderly somewhere. I'm not disorderly.
Okay, I will be back to, if you want to continue our conversation, I'll be back to talk to you in just a moment. And
okay.
Then, but I'm just going to touch base with my partner. And then I'll
absolutely, sure, yeah.
Okay, Sabrina, so unless you have anything else that you wish to discuss with me.
No, I'm pretty good. So you
good?
guys going to tell me as soon as I leave?
Am I going to follow you or no?
I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I can't speak for, for anybody else here. I'm sure that you guys are.
I mean, our interactions with you will not change with like the same way that it would with anyone else driving down the road.
Well,
right?
I know. I understand.
So, if somebody, and this is just generic, I'm not saying you, but if somebody was speeding, swerving left over center, not signaling their lane changes,
if they're operating in an unsafe manner.
Exactly, right? So
I have a law license. I practice crim, and obviously a lot of that's HTA.
Yeah.
So hey, if you see me weaving, if you think I'm impaired, light me up.
Exactly.
But what I'm worried about, and because I have experienced this both from the Niagara Regional Police and even more so from the OPP, you guys are just going to tail me all the way. Even if you don't find anything, you just like to hover in the back, not you. Speaking, generically. The Niagara Regional Police, there are, believe it or not, some constables that like to conduct themselves in what I would consider unprofessional manner. And I'm just concerned that this continued harassment, if I may be so bold as to classify it as that, will continue as soon as I leave.
Well, I can tell you that I did not get in this job to harass people. I got in this job to help people. Okay, so
that's fair.
Unless I observe you peeling out of here, driving in an erratic manner, I have no.
Kias are known for their.
Yeah. I have no
breakaway speeds.
You never know, like what's under the hood, what people do, right? But all I'm saying is, I have no reason at this moment. I don't suspect or have knowledge that a crime has been committed at this moment.
All right.
Now, does that mean that I'm wrong? And when I look into it, that there might be.
I don't expect you guys to know the Aeronautics Act.
Yeah, but,
I'm not suggesting that you would. I suspect that most people, whether they're in law enforcement or not, don't know the Aeronautics Act. So we'll move past that.
Okay. So anyways,
I'm just concerned that
question. I'm going to be leaving.
Can I get the constable's name that's parked in Unit 117?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's
fine.
this
moment, like I don't even know what's your car. 113. I wouldn't have even known her car if I didn't take it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll probably be around. I'm not going to leave until I'm fully satisfied that everyone else is.
By all means. I mean, unless we were to get a call from the property owner that says you're trespassing.
Yeah.
You could sit here, right? Like
so. And I'm not going to abuse the privileges of this establishment's parking. So I'm not going to be here overnight or for much longer.
Perfect. And I don't see any visible signs right now that says no stopping, no parking.
Except for in front of the bays, right?
Yeah. So I mean, unless they call us, I'm not concerned.
And
about you parking.
Yeah, so I'll move along. I only have one battery left, so I probably will move along.
Okay.
But again, I don't know if this many officers coming out for a call like this is a good use of resources.
So here's also the other thing too, is we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on at the beginning.
Yeah.
Anyways, right?
Fair enough.
So
I know you guys need backup.
Yeah.
Like I get you two coming out, right? maybe your partners, I don't know, but I get that you got to come out.
Yeah.
But this parking lot was choked out with police units, right? So that's
Like I said,
my
it all varies in terms of people's locations, calls for service, if somebody's tied up at the
Now-
cells, the hospital, that all comes into play. Being that you're right by a police station,
yeah.
right?
Oh, I know, it makes quicker response time.
Exactly, right? So if somebody went in to use the washroom, if somebody was literally finishing up a report, something like that.
I know you guys are on shift change.
So stuff happens, right? Okay.
So yours gonna be anyway.
All right, Sabrina. Well, I don't see a need unless you have any further questions from me that we need to continue the conversation.
No, I
If you
appreciate.
have any further questions, I'll definitely answer them to the
No,
best
we're
of my
all
ability.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. You take care.
Should I send her up again? Should I send Danny up again? Yeah, we'll send Danny up again. So, just as this matter was concluding, a supervisor showed up right there. Unbelievable. Just gross. So it looks like no one obviously parked up there, but there's this guy. Let's send Danny up.
Because I don't have the specific knowledge at this time in relation to if there was a criminal offense committed
Fair enough.
regarding this. Just so that you're aware, for full transparency, if it turns out that there was in the future, that could lead to potential criminal charges.
Thank
if
you.
there was, I'm not
I
saying that there is
understand.
because I
know
don't
what
know
you're
at this
saying.
moment.
This is an education. This is a learning opportunity for all of us.